Hey everyone, in today's video we're going over how I use token metrics to find good trading opportunities and setup. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name's Ben. I've made over 6 figures trading crypto. I'm on a journey to 10K a month of passive income to spend more time with friends and family, and I want to help you all do the same. Let's go. Alright, quick story time. So I play the piano. I grew up taking lessons from like age 9 to 17, but I never liked practicing. And so I would always slack off and never practice when I was a kid. But now as an adult, I actually enjoy learning songs or jazzy things, or I actually enjoy practicing and playing more than when I was young. And I always wish I took it more serious when I was young, because I'd probably be much better than I am now. My favorite song to play is Isn't She Lovely by Stevie Wonder, because it's pretty difficult and it took me a while to learn how to play each hand at a different rhythm, but once I did, it's one of my go-to songs to play. Alright, back to the video. First thing that I look for on token metrics is their rating system. So here we are on token metrics, and this is under ratings, and basically we're going to be looking at these percentages right here. This is the rating system, and anything above basically 75% or higher indicates that it could be a great buy at the moment and have potential upside. It's pretty cool because on here you can filter it by so many different things. You can filter the exchanges, you can look up like KuCoin, and then it'll sort it by those coins that are on that exchange. It has the rating, the price, the 24-hour price change, the 7-day predicted return, so this can vary, and then if the trading signal is bullish or bearish. So typically if they're 75% or higher, then it's going to be bullish, and then in between like 25 and 75%, it's kind of just neutral, and then some will say bearish, and then anything below 25% will show it as red, I guess 26%. But anything lower than that, it'll be red and be bearish. And then you could even change it to coins that are on the Binance Smart Chain, so we can look at that. You can like specify really in depth of what you want to be looking at. Here we are on Binance Smart Chain ecosystem. These are what coins are on there, and you can see what ones are above 75%. Even coins that are in like the 50% can have bullish signals as well. And then you can basically go through, and they have a ton of different options like Polygon, Ecosystem, Avalanche, Phantom, and so much more. And then another thing you could do is at this top right, you can switch it from daily to weekly and to monthly. And basically the rating will just be on a longer time frame. So it's kind of like when you're reading the charts, the longer the time frame, the better like the signal is. All right, so on the weekly, the highest rating coin is Guardian. ApeCoin has just been taken off like crazy. So that signals that it is still in a good position, so it probably could still go up quite a bit, even though it's up 20% for the day. Same with some of these other coins. And I remember actually seeing ApeCoin on here as well, listed in the high percentages, even when it was at like $17 and stuff. I saw this the other day, and it went up to like from like 40 cents to almost 60 cents. Now it's coming back down a little bit. And these coins will fluctuate based on the daily, weekly rating that they get. So let's just look at this one. So it was like at $1 a couple months ago. Now it's at $10. When you're looking at the actual coin, there's like tons of things: summary, market, price predictions, fundamentals, technology, technical analysis, performance metrics, and correlation. I basically look at the summary, markets, price predictions, and technical analysis. I use this to do a trade with the coin XMR or Monero, and I believe it's still above 75%. So here it is at 83% on the monthly. So the trade that I did was I entered in at like 237. It's actually a little bit below my buy-in price. And then I had the targets of $289 and $342. The reason I had those targets was because there are key resistance levels at certain dollar amounts. So $300 was one of the resistance that I set, and then same with $350. So I put it about $10 below, and it actually went up to my order of $289. It hit that, and then $382 or $342 it never hit. So this is the technical analysis section, and it basically will show you indications of when it's bearish or bullish, and it'll have these like dots on here. And so recently, about a month and a half ago, there was a dot saying bullish. And then since then, it's had a pretty big run up. It's come back down a little bit. These dots can change pretty quickly. So it could turn bearish soon. but just based off of that, you can set up trades. So this is the price prediction, and it shows the actual price, which is the white line, versus the price predicted. Basically, I bought in for this trade around 237, like around here. And then on the prediction, it kind of showed it going up to like 350 or so, 360. And then so now it's like 340. So it did go up, and then this is where our sell hit at like 289. And then it started coming back down, and I'm still holding half the position, but I might just sell at pretty much break even or see what happens in the next little bit, because it could potentially come back up to these 280 based off of this. And then after that, it shows it going back down. So I could just sell at break even and just take the like 25% profit that I made off the amount that I sold, and then just see what happens. And it has like the different fundamentals if you want to look into. It tells you what it's about, with the rating that it gives them, a couple details on it. And then basically I'll use that rating to like find different coins, but then I'll also search coins that I'm like curious on. And one of the coins that I saw recently do well was ZRX, because it was announced that they were going to be using it on the Coinbase NFT platform. And so it had a pretty big pump the other day. And I think the rating is still around 70%, but it was at like 80 to 90% the other day. So you can just go to here. So yeah, it's at 70%, 77% for the daily. And then these are based off of the TA, quantitative, fundamental, and technology. You can see news, discussion, trends, price predictions. So this will change, because I think last time I looked at it, it was showing it going up to like $1 or so again around May. The actual price was at 70 cents, and then after the announcement, or they had the predicted price at like $1, and after the announcement basically went up to the $1, and then the predicted price is still at like $1 to $1.20 or so, and the price is 84 cents, but then you see it drop off. So this could be something that changes in the next few days, where it could go back down to like 80-90 cents. But based off of that, you can like set up some trades. When it was at these prices right here, it was showing like a 80 or 90% for the rating, and based off of the news that was coming out. And so you can set up trades like that. If you look at the technical analysis, let's see what it says. This is the 3-month chart. There's a bullish signal on March 24th. Since then, it's gone up, had some bounces, and you can go to the year. You can see different times where it's bullish. Went from 80 cents to $1.30. Sometimes it'll be bearish and then still have a little bit of a pump after, and then have another bear signal. So you can see it'll fluctuate. This is on the yearly. So just a 1 year, it was bearish right here on December 3rd, and then came down, and then has the bullish signal here. And then this is the volume right here. You can see different volume each day. And then you could change that to a weekly, monthly. And then some other coins that I saw was Synthetics Network. This had a good rating the other day as well. So it's a little bit below. It kind of, sometimes it'll just follow it closely, even though this isn't like spot on, but it's just like kind of mimicking. The price prediction is at $8, and then it's actually at like $5 or $6. So it looks like it could just go sideways for a little bit. And let's see what the TA says. So it did have a bullish dot about a week ago, and hasn't seen much happening since then, and it was right after a bearish dot. So these can quickly change, but this will give you like an idea of what could be good potential trade setups. Another one that I saw was Tezos. It was predicted to go up to like $4, $4.20, when it was trading at like $3. And this one actually looks like it has followed a little bit closer to the line. It can be pretty accurate at times, but the actual price went higher than the predicted price for a few months back late last year. All right, another one I wanted to look at was Steam, because I used to have this on the trading account for my 0.1 Bitcoin to 1 Bitcoin challenge, and it had a really big pump like a week ago, and so I sold out of that position. Even on the rating, it still has like an 80% or so. So the prediction, I guess, was a lot higher than the actual price for a little while. I had a good amount here, and then I just sold like up. So here it shows 35 cents. I think I sold at like in Satoshis about 900 Satoshis, 1,000, 1,100, and 1,200, and got out of that position. And then it went up to that, and then it had like a little dip, and then it had another pump of about 30 or 40%. Then even right here, it shows it going up to like 71%, but then it has it like falling off again. This would be an ideal setup, like seeing this back here. If you saw this back in March, because the predictions was like going up this way, and so even from like 30 cents to 42 cents, that's a decent like 30%, 40% gain. Even again right here, just another 30 cents all the way up to like almost 60 cents. And then if we look at the TA, so it had this bullish signal in March, and that was kind of like what we showed of where it would have been a good idea to enter, seeing the prediction. And then it went up to like 40 cents, 42 cents, and then it had a bearish signal, but that quickly changed and turned bullish. And so when I'm holding these coins too, I'm looking for like 10 or 20% increases. And so if you see, like, if you get into a coin like this at like 30 cents or so, setting up sales at like 34 cents, 38 cents, 42 cents, kind of like that every 10% or so, you can hit these targets pretty nicely, and then just place your buys 10 or 20% lower as well. Like, I think one of the trades I did with Steam was I sold all the way up to 1,200 Satoshis. It came back down to like 1,000. I rebought a little bit and then sold again at like 1,100 or 1,200. So sometimes that'll happen too, where it'll have a good pump and then it'll come back down 10 or 20%, and you can have an opportunity to buy back with some that you sold at higher prices, and then buy back more of the coin and then sell again. And using this, I'm barely scratching the surface with token metrics and all the things that you can apply to the trading, and I'm still very new to it. So I've just been using these couple indicators to help me set up trades, and it's been pretty effective so far. And just keep in mind as well is that what I've been using is for short-term trades, setting up short-term trades. Sometimes it might flash like a bearish signal, but even if it's a coin that you're holding long-term, and so don't let that scare you. That's just for like short-term trades. The trading signals can change very quickly, and so that could just be a buying opportunity for you in that coin if you're holding for the long term anyways. And if you found this video helpful, check out my video on the 6 best trading strategies that I have. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, as always, keep it in the green.